Let's go to the wings and things department. Paul, who stands out to you? You got a guy? You got a couple?
I got a couple. David Pastrnak is on fire for the Bruins, scoring 11 goals in his last 10 games played. They hosted Anaheim Club, but is only 3-7 in their last 10, while the Bees are 8-2. Pastrnak cost $8,600 and is the hottest player that I'm willing to pay up for tonight. I said I like the Dallas matchup. As stated earlier, Jason Robertson is on fire for them too, with 8 goals and 8 helpers, along with 35 shots on goal in his last 10 games, costing $6,400. Part of the Stars' top line up there as well. And I want to get a piece of the Avs big line too. The cheapest option there is Gabe Landeskog for $6,500. He's got 6 goals and 6 helpers, 28 shots in his last 10 games, averaging 14.4 DraftKings points per game. Chicago comes to Colorado on a 3-game losing streak, giving up 12 goals in that stretch. Signs are pointing to a high-scoring game there.
Yo, Geoff, you want a carbo load here with Pasta? He's got 2 games north of 27 fantasy points in his last 5.
I mean, this is one of those slates. It just feels like you can't go wrong on the winger department. I feel like I could mention about 10 players here, and we'd all just be like, oh, yeah, that's actually a good play. Pastrnak is one of them, but I think you just pay down for Kirill Kaprizov here. I mean, 4.6 shots, averaging over his last 10 games, 15 points. This guy's been super consistent. He's averaging over 19 fantasy points per game over those last 10 games as well. And, I mean, realistically, like, he's got the best matchup, and he's cheaper than Pastrnak. So I think Kaprizov is the guy you really want to pay up for. I mean, again, I don't need to go over the Montreal stats at this point. They allow 35 shots on net. And with all the poor special teams, the quality chances they give up. I think if you're paying down too, Paul mentioned the Minnesota guys. I mean, getting a piece of that line is fine, but don't forget about St. Louis in this spot either. Jordan Kyrou, 6,100, playing alongside Vladimir Tarasenko now. That line is healthy. There's some good value with St. Louis tonight. I like them just as a play, but man, yeah, winger is stacked. Paul's right. Go cheap at center and just load up on the wingers.